And good morning. Happy Friday, y'all. We have made it to the end of the week. This is the morning sprint, and we're always having a good time today. It is just me because my girl, Rebecca Williams, she has to go home. Obviously, she deserves the time off that she's been working all morning. And then our very own Brittany Weir is out as well. So it's just me and our homeboy Noah is doing the buttons back there. We got a lot of cool stories to get to you guys today, a lot of things to chat up about, and a lot of kudos to the community for stepping in and giving back. You just wait till I get to that Give Local total that's coming up here shortly. But first of all, check this out. It's going to be a lot of pink on your screen right now. If your kiddo loves Peppa Pig, you may want to book a trip to Texas because a new Peppa Pig park is opening. We're going to tell you all about it later in the sprint. I know it's something very exciting. I'm familiar with Peppa Pig because I babysat a lot of people who like to watch it. So, yeah, this is going to be a fun thing. Look at that pink sand right there. So we're getting to that later on in the sprint. Also, again, we're going to show you guys the fun that we had at the Salem Fair yesterday. First and foremost, let's get to this awesome total. We got more than 100 nonprofits in the New River Valley continue to serve the community. Thanks to you. You guys donated, get this, more than $921,000 for this year's Give Local NRV fundraiser. So I give you a big, huge, a round of applause for that because that's going to go to the community and help out so much. The online fundraiser started Wednesday at noon and wrapped up Thursday in this event. It's the 10th year, giving hundreds of thousands of dollars back to the community. And since the event started, we're told that they have raised more than $3 million to benefit the New River Valley. So again, another awesome deal right there. Thank you guys, everybody out there who donated. This is going to a great cause. Shout out to you for stepping in and helping out the community when you can. Speaking of the community, if you guys love breakfast, we got a new joint coming to Blacksburg this fall. This is a breakfast and lunch spot. It's called Eggs Up Grill. Be located on South Main Street in the Gables Shopping Center, and will be open every day from 6 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. And this will be the chain's first restaurant in our region. It will be operated by a local family who also owns a Christmas tree farm in Giles County. So I'm a sucker for breakfast food. I love breakfast food. And I want to know, what do you guys think? I'm not the only person who can eat breakfast food throughout the entire day. I know this is going to close at 2 p.m. every day, but it's okay. You can get in. And as you look at your screen, it got a lot of good stuff that's coming up your way. So that's something for you guys to snack on. Just a little thought right there. More business is coming, and we always love that. So, as I mentioned, yesterday, we had WSLS night at the Salem Fair, and this is a picture of all of us on Virginia Today out there having a good time. It was a big success. Many of you brought new socks that will be donated to the rescue mission of Roanoke and Mrs. Dorsey's Clothes Closet in Salem. And again, we like to have a lot of fun, and we definitely did. Me, Chris, and our producer, Rebecca Williams, were out and about, and we had a blast. So they had this Choose Your View deal going on, and if you guys jumped on our live camera throughout this entire time, you would see how much fun it is to get out there to the Salem Fair. So again, we're going to give you guys a special treat at the end of the show. The kids give you kind of like a summary of all the fun stuff that we did and how much we had a good time and enjoyed talking to you guys and engaging with you guys. But if you guys came out, I hope you had a good time, but you still have time because the fair lasts until July 9th. Do not miss it. All right, so we're working for you to figure out some stuff. Apparently, some people experience migraines here and there and headaches, and apparently that has something to do with the weather, according to one particular doctor. Now, we're working for you to figure out why some people are experiencing these migraines and headache symptoms in the summer, and here's what this doctor had to say about it.
Weather is a very important factor and element when it comes to migraine occurrence, especially around seasonal changes. So as we're going from winter into spring into summer, you have significant barometric pressure change.
So the pressure in the atmosphere changes based on temperature, altitudes, and moisture. As these conditions shift, especially in extreme situations like thunderstorms, it can impact a person's sinuses and cause a migraine. And migraines are considered much more painful than a typical headache and can lead to other symptoms like nausea, vomiting, and sensitivity to light. Since doctors nearly half of the adult population experiences headaches and 12% of Americans get migraines, women are more than 3 times more likely than men to experience migraines. So yeah, I had no idea this was a thing, and apparently it is. And if you guys are experiencing migraines or anything like that, and the weather in the summer months, this probably has something to do with it. But yeah, they are no joke to play with. Something else that's not a joke to play with is obviously this haze we've been experiencing. So with that, I'm going to pass the mic over to meteorologist Chris Michaels. He's been working on this throughout this entire week, the haze and the heat. Chris, tell us what we need to know before the holiday weekend.
Hey there, guys. Happy Friday. Smoky haze continues, unfortunately, today. Morning showers and clouds limiting how many storms we see this afternoon. There's the chance for a few strong to severe thunderstorms both Saturday and Sunday afternoons because of the heat. We'll be in the upper 80s and lower 90s. Good news for the 4th of July. Looks like storm chances down. Temperature still summer-like with highs 85 to 90 degrees. Have a great holiday weekend. I'll see you guys next week on The Spring.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. You guys keep that in mind. Have that weather app handy because it will come in handy, especially when you're out and about trying to enjoy America's birthday. Okay, so back to that teaser video we were telling you guys about. Again, a lot of people love them, some Peppa Pig, and a lot of children will be excited about this. Texas community officially broke ground on a new Peppa Pig theme park. Kids and adults wore pink hard hats while they turned their pink dirt in a town just north of Fort Worth. Now, when the park opens, families can expect interactive attractions and even get a chance to meet the beloved character. And the park is expected to open next year ahead of Peppa's 20th anniversary. So again, this is a big deal. I think it's really cute, super unique. That pink sand is also something that I was like, oh my God, this is really cool. So I just know a lot of kids love this Peppa Pig, and it's crazy that it's been 20 years that this cartoon, this image has made an impact on our young minds. And again, I don't know about you guys, but I'm familiar with that little stage of time where people literally had their kids, or not even had their kids, the kids were imitating the accent of Peppa Pig. So yeah, it was a popular deal, and obviously Peppa Pig taught our people a lot of stuff. So that's going to be a cool park. You guys are interested in that, make sure you make a trip to Texas when it is open and ready to go. Now, this is a story that means a lot to me. It's about a Salem woman who literally has spent her entire life fighting for people with special needs. And I do the Deep Blue Ridge, and we went deep in the Blue Ridge with this particular woman. Her name is Deborah Cassell, and her story is just magnificent. Okay, so she is an advocate first, a teacher second. She's a special education teacher, and she became that growing up with a brother. There you go. You see him right there. His name is Eddie, has cerebral palsy. And she saw how people would look at him and judge him and stuff. And she made it her mission that, I'm going to stand up for people with special needs because they don't have a voice and I will be their voice. So being a special education teacher, she's helped several kids in the school districts. But the thing is that she had herself a miracle child. And that miracle child's name is Sam. She was blessed with twins, but unfortunately she went through something called HELP syndrome, where basically all her organs had failed and shut down. And this was after experiencing several miscarriages. But these twins, unfortunately, were born 3 months early. Had to get an emergency C-section. That's Sam right there. And there's the sister, Allison. And unfortunately, Allison sadly passed away. And that was just a hard deal for her to deal with because literally she always wanted a daughter. But fortunately, Sam, he survived. Again, Sam, unfortunately, dealing with that prematurity, he had several different issues that he had to deal with, whether it was ADHD, his fine motor skills were delayed, just a lot of stuff that she had to deal with trying to make sure he had some type of sense of normalcy. And the struggle that he had mentally, physically, and socially, unfortunately made him a target of bullying as well, which is another reason why she decided to stand up against that as well. Now, fortunately, Sam has outgrown all the issues he's dealt with. He's 16 years old now. He has a lot of things on his plate, a lot of ambitions and stuff. But right now, she is making it a mission to stand up for all kids and parents when they're dealing with some type of battle. Now, that's Sam today. Super duper precious guy. I think he's an awesome man. But what was even more precious is that she decided to write a book in honor of him. And it's called Sammy the Salmon. Now, Noah, if you could scroll toward just a little bit, keep on going past, just keep scrolling, little bit more, right there. So that is the book that she wrote in honor of her son. And this particular book, if you pull it back up, this particular book is about a little fish, kind of like Sam, came from the hospital early, had overprotective parents. They were really, really strict about making sure they protected their baby from the outside sources. But eventually that little fish had to grow up, and she's using that because it's symbolic of Sam's life. And because of that story, they're reading it to other elementary kids out there to kind of educate them about people with special needs, and showing them that it's important to always be sure to lift them up instead of judge them. She's doing this Message for Miracles deal. I mean, it's just a full-blown, big, beautiful story, all inspired by the resilient story and the strength of her son, Sam. So if you guys want, go to our website at WSLS.com under the Deep Blue Ridge tab and check out her story. It is a deep one. It will probably pull on your heartstrings because you'll just see the emotions in her and how passionate she is about this project. It's definitely something you do not want to miss. All right, moving on. Giving you some details about what's happening tonight, man. We got the fireworks at the riverfront. Returns to downtown Lynchburg. Do not miss it because ahead of the show, there will be live music, activities for kids. Small businesses are also offering food and drink specials, and it starts at 6. Free to attend. Fireworks start shortly after dark, around 9:15. So that's going to be also a cool deal right there. And something else is interesting today. If you're out and about this weekend and you got the cell phone, don't feel guilty about being on it because apparently it is social media day. Started back in 2002 with Friendster, which was one of the first popular social media platforms. And then, of course, MySpace came out, introduced. I had a MySpace, followed by Facebook, Twitter, and so many other platforms that are used today. Celebrate. All you have to do is be active on your favorite social media platform and share your favorite memes, tweets, favorite songs, lyrics, you name it. Don't feel bad about it because this is a day, guys, so everybody's enjoying it. And speaking of social media, if you are on social media right now, and if you know what our pins are, we love it when you sprint your pins our way. Today is Family Friday, and we got something we want to highlight right now. So this is coming from Shane E. He has some smoke and haze from wildfires at Smith Mountain Lake, so I'm assuming that him and his family are going out this weekend on the boat. But as you can see, the haze is something that everybody's been talking about still. Is always going to be something until it works its way out. Shout out to Shane for sending that to us. Then we got this from Rhonda Akers. She has a Falling Springs Fall in heart of the Allegheny Highlands. Assuming they're going hiking or something. I don't know, but this is just gorgeous, and I had to showcase it. So shout out to Rhonda sending that in to us as well. And then last but not least, Shonda sent us our girl Abby, man. Abby with the smoky sunset in the background in Buchanan. That's her family member right there. And as you can tell, they are out and about having a good time, running around freely on this beautiful Friday. So thank you guys for sprinting your pins our way. We would love to give you guys shout outs and always, like to engage with you to see how your life is during that time. So let's get to Jazzy Jazz real quick. Jazz, how you doing, girl? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you. Okay, so my Sammy the Salmon story obviously is something, I'm passionate about these pieces, but how do you feel knowing that this lady has made it not only a point in her life to fight for people with special abilities, she's gone through the process of being a special education teacher, and now a book in honor of her son who also has special abilities. So how does that make you feel?
Honestly, I think she's an incredible person with an extremely big heart. It's really nice to see someone going out of their way to make sure that everyone feels included and accepted, regardless of what conditions they may experience. Because I can only imagine how hard it is and the challenges that people with disabilities or special abilities may face. And I'm just really grateful to see that someone out there is playing their part to make a difference in people's lives and just making sure that they feel accepted and loved and supported. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. I'm just really excited, and I'm really excited that you got to share this story too, so that other people can be aware and know that someone in the community is doing what they can to back them and show their support.
Yes, amen to that. So I already know there's a lot of different things going on this weekend in honor of America's birthday. You got some plans going on?
Yeah, I'm headed to Virginia Beach.
Ooh, girl, get that tan. I see you. I love it. Now tell me, do we have any viewers or comments today?
We have a ton of viewers. If you don't have any comments, though, we would love to hear from you guys. We promise it's super easy to leave a comment. All you need to do is head to our website. The Morning Sprint is the #1 story on our site. You click on that, and there's a comment form right beneath the live stream.
Perfect.
You can also drop a comment on YouTube as well.
Awesome soft jazz. Well, thank you so much, girl. You have a blessed Friday and enjoy your weekend, okay?
Thank you so much. You too.
All right, girlie. All right, let's get to these headlines real quick before we get to that interesting story I want to show you guys by the end of the show. Okay, so coming up in a later newscast, we step back for some and a great step forward for others. We have reactions from the U.S. Supreme Court ruling on affirmative action. That's coming up. We're following that all day. Plus, as we head into the 4th of July holiday weekend, health officials say that there aren't any new updates on the harmful algae bloom in the Blackwater arm of Smith Mountain Lake, but this is causing a big impact to businesses in the area. We'll tell you how. And last but not least, we got the Starlight Drive-In opens tonight for its 70th season in Christiansburg. Tonight's film is Indiana Jones, The Dial of Dynasty. Now, gates open at 7 and the movie starts at 9. You'll see what's new with this particular theater later on in our newscast. Again, guys, I thank you guys so much for sticking with us on the morning sprint. But again, before we leave, I told you I wanted to show you kind of like a big, huge wrap-up of how much fun we had at the Salem Fair to kind of push you guys to get out and enjoy the fair until the 9th. Okay, and it's going to be here in town in Salem until July 9th. You have so much time to go out and enjoy the biggest free gate fair in America. So, yeah, a lot of fun we had. I want you guys to check this out. But in the meantime, I love you guys. Thank you for joining us on the Morning Sprint. We'll be back here again Monday morning at 8. Have a good one.
A lot of fun to ride the bull. Yeah. There you go. The wave.
If you guys are not afraid of heights, come out here and try this new, what is it called, the Hydra? The Hydra.
Throw that shoulder. That looks like it's cool.
A lot of fun. Hey, get it, boy. Party. This is my favorite childhood ride ever. I just wanted to show you that.
Thank you.
Okay, so if you guys are coming out here, you want to ride that and be like, this is Jeff's favorite ride. Now look at this! Check it out! So Chris, favorite fair food, go.
Deep fried Oreos.
See, I knew it. Well, how could I have not guessed?
Basic.
No! Okay. Hey. Okay. Hey. Oh. Get it. Get it. Hey. Okay. So y'all do that. Let me show you something else. This is what I do. This is called the electric slide.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, boy.
Same thing.
Girl, you're moving. Is it Facebook Live?
So choose your view.
Hello there.
To
Welcome.
Carter.
How are you? I'm a little sweaty. Got a little sweaty mess
That's
over
all right.
here.
What you got there?
Got some ribbon fries, courtesy of Brooke. Rebecca, how are you?
All family.
That funnel cake
Look at
looks
that.
good.
So guys, if you're watching right now and you're sitting on your couch again, this is what you're missing out on. You got multiple days to come check it out. Okay. Right here.
All right, get there.
This is my first time touching this one. Thank you. Hopefully you guys come out this weekend, have a good time. And again, you got until July 9th to enjoy all the funness that we just showed you.
So you got like about 2 weeks.
Yes.
Right?
No
Pretty much.
excuse. No excuse. And when you get out here, you are required to dance, okay? Required to dance to any kind of music that's playing.
That's actually, they said that at the gate. They said if you do not dance, they kick you out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So thank you guys so much for spending time with us. We thoroughly enjoyed it. We had a good time. And hey, you guys have a blessed evening, all right? Cheers.
See ya.
I'm rolling.